47 Degrees. I have Nick and Justin Ellsbury here to talk today about a little bit of their experiences. And if you can't tell, they are twins. It's not a camera trick. So welcome.
Hi. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, no problem. So explain a little bit about 47 Degrees and what you guys do.
Okay. We started about 3 years ago in 2010 after leaving a startup, and there were 4 of us who co-founded the company. We consider ourselves a creative studio. We do Android and iPhone mobile apps and backends that power them. And we work with a lot of local Seattle startups as well as larger companies, and also companies across the globe in Europe and Asia and other parts of the world.
Any notable projects that you've worked on that people can download and see?
Yeah,
we go to.
We just finished one called Ride. It's a motorcycle tracking security system. Partners with a piece of hardware, and that's kind of one of our latest ones.
Yeah, so I've actually used 47 Degrees for one of my startups, and if you download the Q3 app, they actually helped design and build the Android app for that. So we were really impressed with the work they've done there. So as I know it, half of your team is in Spain, and there's definitely a lot of challenges. I can see challenges with dealing with remote teams for one. A lot of startups these days, they like to take advantage of remote workers because it offers some cost savings and whatnot. But with your team being in Spain, there's a huge time difference there. How do you manage that, and how do you deal with that and still successfully release products on time?
Sure. For us, it's been very lucky that we have one of our co-founders in the office all the time. Raul, yeah. So, a native Spaniard. So we're able to count on him to kind of make sure the flow goes correctly, the projects are executed on time, everybody stays up to date, but we still have the challenges of communicating with him what the project is, what the deadlines are if the client's in the US. So a lot of it comes down to just trusting the person you have running things there. I know a lot of firms we've worked with just kind of throw stuff over the fence for your cheap labor in different countries. But that if you're not really in the process managing it all the time, then you're not going to get a good result back. So communication is huge. We use a lot of tools like UTrack and Dropbox, and Slack is the new one we started using for communication, just to keep that channel open, be very transparent about what the deadlines are.
What's Slack?
Slack, it's a collaborative, like chatty kind of, it's almost like a IRC chat room almost, but you have different channels that you can kind of post messaging to. So that's worked out really well for us because we can just keep in constant communication with them. We do have a 9-hour time difference part of the year, 8 hours the other part. And so we try to designate a certain time to sync up every day with the guys in Spain so that we can make sure we're on the same page. And we do that daily because if you don't, things fall behind. You're now 2 days behind. So to keep things tight, we do that every day over Skype, over Google Hangouts, over whatever. And we're lucky that Raul's like a crazy worker that stays up all night to work on projects around the company. So he's always willing to take a Skype call from us in the middle of the night when he's home. Going the other way, that's a little bit harder because when they're waking up in the morning, it's like midnight here. So it's a little bit tougher to Skype the other way.
Interesting. So what are I guess you guys are like a mobile not mobile, sorry. You guys are a development shop. You do mobile and web and basically anything that people need. What are some, I guess, benefits versus disadvantages of using a development company like yourselves versus doing it in-house?
Sure. Well, as we all know, shortage of talented engineers right now. So finding people is just a big problem right now. But on the other hand, when you hire a firm like ours, you get people that have been working together for a long time. Most of us, over 6 years together. So we work really well together. We know each other's strengths and weaknesses. We know how to collaborate. We know how to do all that stuff that you usually spend, months to years ramping up with new employees. And then, we can handle the whole life cycle. We do design, we do development, deployment, back ends, everything. So we're kind of your one-stop shop.
Yeah, I think it is super important. Like having a team that meshes well together and works well together already will get things done a lot faster.
Yeah, and that's with the Spanish office. We're not necessarily, we have that same dynamic. It's not like that's a separate entity and they do their own thing. And, we're a cohesive unit. So even though they're remote, we're still, very tightly integrated.
So tell me about a little bit of the process that you guys go through when you're working with the Spain team.
Okay. Yeah, we try to follow as much of an agile development methodology as we can. And to do that, we do daily stand-ups. The Spain team does daily stand-ups, and they kind of obviously are on a whole different time zone, so they do theirs on their own. We do ours on our own, and then we all sync up together with Raul to talk about basically an overview of both of our stand-up times. And that's helpful because a lot of times, especially with like language differences and stuff, even though most of our team in Spain speaks English very well, better than the rest of us speak Spanish, it's kind of hard to communicate some detailed concepts sometimes. So it's really important that we sync up all the time, like Justin was saying. Otherwise, we'll get, instead of just a couple hours behind, we'll get like a couple days behind because we have to talk about it, and then a day goes on, and then we have to talk again. And so it's really important that we stay on track and we talk frequently about issues we're having and thoughts about what would work better and what's not working on a project.
It helps that we hired a really creative team as well.
Yeah.
So we're not just shoving it off to them and expecting a result to get back. It's very collaborative. They know what the goals of the project are. They know, design guidelines, things like that, so they can continually improve the product as well, not just us telling them what to do, which is awesome.
Yeah. Cool. Well, thanks for having this chat with us today. And if you guys haven't seen their site, it's 47deg.com, 47 degrees. And quick fact, 47 degrees is the longitude?
Latitude. Approximate latitude, yeah.
Approximate latitude of Seattle, which is where they got the name from. So
great. Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you.